practice community.
Okay, lovely. So we got our music going, and we're going to bring our bodies into a comfortable shape. Close the eyes. And take 5 deep breaths. And allow each breath to fill your body, fill your lungs, fill your torso with air. Maybe just taking a few more inhales. One more. And then just return to normal breathing in and out. So I recently got really inspired by this idea from Tommy Rosen, who is an expert in addiction and recovery, and he has been sharing a little bit about how there's freedom in structure. Structure brings us freedom. And he was sharing on a YouTube video I was watching the other day that, you know, we don't have to think about a year or months, but we just think about the structure of each individual day. And if we move through the structure of that day in the way that we want to, it's going to piece together or build together the freedom that we want in our lives. So if that resonates with you, the freedom in structure, what would the structure be that brings you freedom? And you can sit and meditate on that and breathe. Or you might do a little bit of journaling on it. take about a few more seconds just to finish that up. And then eventually you're going to bring yourself into your comfortable seated shape. Let's open our arms into cactus. And then just bring the right arm underneath the left. And then just make some circles with the arms. So we're just kind of like, it's like some circles with the elbows, and we're just kind of stretching through the backs of the shoulders. And then let's do the opposite side. So open through the arms. Bring the left arm underneath the right. And then maybe do some circles with the elbows, just expanding through the shoulder. And then eventually come all the way into a neutral, and you can just release the arms. And then take your right earlobe down towards your right shoulder. Maybe lay on the right palm, stretch through the left side of the neck. Good. Take one more round of breath. And then lift the head all the way up. Just feel the difference from right side compared to left. And then go the opposite way. So drop the left earlobe towards the left shoulder. Open through the side of the neck. And then just lift the head all the way up. Drop the chin to the chest and do some half circles. And then eventually lift the head all the way up through center. And let's extend our right leg long on our mat. And take the left sole of foot to the inside of the right thigh. And then if you feel like it, you might use a yoga block. I'm gonna grab my yoga block actually. So if you feel like it, you might place the block to the inside of the thigh and then reach the left arm overhead, or you might have the block all the way just down on the mat. So this idea of there being structure and freedom, freedom and structure, this really resonates with me because I think so many of us who have struggled with addiction or in recovery from addiction, which is not necessarily how everyone identifies here, but it's a big part of my journey. And what I lack is structure. And I find when I lose structure, this is when things go a bit haywire. And if I'm not making sure I put that structure into every day when I can, then it's not going to play out long term into big changes. Let's take a few more rounds of breath on this side. And then we're going to come all the way up and then just switch it out. So extend your left leg all the way long. You want to bring the block to the inside of the left leg. Support your skull. Maybe stretch the arm overhead. Go for it. Let's remain here for about 5 more breaths. And then lift our bodies all the way up. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to do my least favorite thing, which is we're going to take both of our legs wide and then come into a wide-legged forward hold. So just walk your hands forward. And if you want to support yourself with like a cushion underneath your hips, go for it. I'm going to place a block underneath my forehead.
Let's remain here for 5 more breaths. And just roll all the way up.
And then eventually just bring your knees in, give the body a nice little hug. And then I want to invite you to come into a gentle inversion. That's going to be our last shape. So you can either just lift your legs up towards the sky, supporting yourself underneath the cushion. Or if you are near to a wall, you might just scoot your bottom near the wall. Send your legs all the way up and around, and then just support yourself. Let's take about 5 more deep breaths. And then just gently stretch all the way out into your final resting pose, and you might